Today it's going to be a ring day. Sort of. Don't go away. Hello everybody and welcome to Fat Guy Productions. I am Paul, coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And yes, today is kind of a coin ring day, but we're not going to be making a coin ring. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to be taking a look at my press. Now, why? Okay, if you're into coin ring making, you probably have an arbor press or a hydraulic press. You probably already have something like that, but I get a lot of questions about this press. And so I'm going to show you this press in detail so that you can understand what I have, maybe make your own, maybe have someone make one for you, whatever. I'm just going to kind of show it to you, tell you about the guy who made it, and then you can do with that whatever you want. And heck, maybe it's just information you like to have and just something cool to know about. So let's take a look at my coin ring press. Okay, so here is my hydraulic press, and this one was made by a guy in Michigan named Bill Palmer. I don't know that he's really doing this anymore, so your best bet is going to be to seek out somebody else who's doing this, or possibly go to one of your machine shops in your locale and show them some sketches or some pictures and see if they can make one for you. I will tell you, this is a very expensive press. It was like $600. Now, it weighs a couple million pounds, and so a lot of that was from shipping. You know, over $150 was shipping. But to me, it was a bargain, and I love this thing. So, it's 9.5 inches wide at the base. It's about 7.25 inches deep at the base. And it sits about 18 inches high from the work surface to the very top of the tool tray. Now, right now, it's featuring a 6-ton hydraulic jack, and I'm thinking about switching over to an 8-ton. The jack is just held in with a bolt and these little tabs that go over the base. So if I ever ruin a jack, which I have, I can replace it. Now this is my favorite feature, is the little spinny, raisy, uppy work surface here, and this little cup that holds my tools. I love this thing. I love to be able to spin it up and down and set it right where I want it. And then it's got this clamp-on return spring. It's just something that goes around the press. You screw it together and hook the springs on, and it helps make it go up and down using the hydraulic release here at the bottom. We've got places to hold all the tools. As you can see, the key for releasing the pressure from the jack and the jack handles. It's got pegs attached to the sides for other things. These pegs are on both sides. Very convenient. Love them. And you know, ultimately, this whole thing was built with a ringer in mind. I love the little tool tray at the top. As you can see, I keep all my tools that I need for the press right there. Now, the press is made out of 1.5-inch thick square tubing, and it features a 1-inch thick top, which is so solid. And I gotta be honest, I really love this pressing from the bottom up instead of the other way as you find in the Harbor Freight Press. Now, I will tell you, the Harbor Freight Press is a great place to start, but knowing what I know today and having used this press, if I had it all over to do again, I would go straight to this and not buy the hydraulic press at Harbor Freight at all. I might still keep an arbor press on hand for small things, but this is what I would get. Seriously. Even if I had to seek somebody out, this is the way to go. I love this thing. So the normal plate that I put my work pieces on has this sort of horseshoe configuration on it. But I also have these add-on plates that fit into that horseshoe to lock it in. One is just a solid flat square piece, as you see here, and it just drops in and it kind of holds it right in place. It works beautifully. And this is nice in case the horseshoe is in the way, or for some reason I need that out of my way. I can use this. But this is even better. This has a little pass-through hole in the middle that allows me, if my folding cone has to come out through the bottom of one of my dies or something like that, I have room for that here. So I can just drop this in. I use it all the time. See how the cone is sticking out? Boom, there. It's got a place to go so I can use it. It's fantastic. I use this plate all the time with this press. Wonderful, wonderful feature. You see here, that top plate really is convenient. I can put all my little pieces there. Love it. Works great. Here you can see just how small of a footprint this press has. It is just tiny compared to the Harbor Freight press, but it is stronger and has more working space than the Harbor Freight press. This thing is just awesome. I had an old IKEA light laying around, and so I've just stuck that to the back. I should probably get another one and put it out here on the front. That would be really nice. But that gives me a little more light in the work area. So let me show you just a little bit of it in action, okay? So I'm going to just press a coin a little bit here for you. And as you see, I can go ahead and use that spinning feature to raise or lower the general height of the plate very quickly. And look at how nicely my punch fits in there. Now, one thing I do try to do is I try to make sure that my work pieces are centered in the press here. And then I crank it up, and that giant, solid, thick piece of steel at the top is what's going to press down on the punch. And I just jack it up until it pops through. No problem. Piece of cake. But look at all the room I have. More than enough to get that Jason's Work die in there. One of the nicest things is all of the room I have to work. With the Harbor Freight press, you have that rod that comes down, and that's your work surface. It's not a lot. I know a lot of guys have made little attachments to go on there to increase that, but I have the entire bottom side of that top plate, and I have the entire work surface with the little horseshoe on it. So I have a lot of space. Now, I do try to make sure I'm centered, but look at this thing work, okay? It's just beautiful. Like butter, folks. Just absolutely like butter. I love this thing. So I want to go ahead and use a folding die and a folding cone. Okay, I go to stick it up in there. Oh, not enough room. Well, a spin or two. Boom. It's as easy as that. Now I have the extra room I needed. I can just slide this right back in. Beautiful. I love being able to quickly raise it up and down like that. Comes in handy so often. You know, I mentioned how much space there is. Here I'm using a tall Jason's Works Swedish wrap die. I've got the cone in it. And look at all the space I have. I have more than enough room to do what I need to do here. And imagine if this is now sitting on top of a ring bearer. Now, one of my subscribers has made his own press, and he's into it for, I believe he said, under $200 here. And this is a great press at $200. Now, admittedly, he has skills, okay? So he was able to make his own. It may not be that cheap if you go to a local machine shop, but it's going to be worth every penny. I promise you. You'll love nothing better than this press. So it's that simple. It's just a hydraulic press, but it's made with coin ringing in mind. So it's got some features I really love. I love that. That is fantastic. And I love the add-on pucks that I can put into my press to make it do different things. I love all that. Yes, I've already gone through one bottle jack, so I love that I can replace that very easily. In fact, I'm thinking about switching from a 6-ton to an 8-ton soon, because even at 6 tons, it struggles for me to get through challenge coins. Challenge coins, not a fan of doing them, but you know, I think I need a little more oomph there. But it's very convenient. I've got a place to put all my tools. I love the little light bar I put on there from IKEA. I should probably put another one right here in the front to double up, but hey, you know, that's something for a different day. It's very sturdy, and it's smaller than anything else out there. So you can see I'm pretty crowded here, and smaller is always better as long as it can continue to do the same jobs, and this sucker really can. Anyhow, I know this was a short video, but I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a giant thumbs up, click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss one of my coin ring videos. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I love to hear from you guys. All right, that's going to do it for this beautiful, beautiful day. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Until next time, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions saying, be good.